Power on. Bluetooth mode.
Hare Krishna, am I audible?
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Audible.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Yes, you are audible.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us begin. Hare Krishna. My respects to each of you. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha. Kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Hare Krishna. Welcome for our Ishopanishad study. We are in mantra number 9. Correct? So this is the third part of Ishopanishad. You can see in your handbook. This talks about absolute and relative in terms of knowledge and worship. So total of 6 verses, something like a cryptic section. Little, we need to little pay attention. Not very difficult, but sometimes the verses may make us think so like that. That's all. But they are very, very meaningful. Let us begin with the prayers. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya-manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sa-agrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana-sahitam Krishna Chaitanya-devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरद्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। Hare Krishna. Welcome all of you for our Bhakti Shastri Ishopanishad study. We are in mantra number 9. Before we begin there, where we had left off, we'll recite the important shlokas of this book. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन पुञ्जीता मा गृधः कस्य स्विद्धम्। Hare Krishna. Of course, your shloka test is complete. All of you, I hope. Really? How come? Busy. Do it soon. Talk to Mataji and complete it. Aapka yours is done? Done. Okay. So please don't keep things pending, because now we will discuss about something next. If we keep pending, the backlog arrears will become so much. And we won't be able to absorb in the next one. So it's not just for the test we study shlokas. These shlokas are a great assets. It's told that a moment when we have we are very sad or we are down in Krishna consciousness, just reciting a shloka, remembering its meaning, immediately brings us to spiritual consciousness. Is it not? So that way in this course we learn close to 45 shlokas. This small book, it has 2 shlokas. Bhagavad Gita and all, they have more shlokas. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Upadeshamrita, like that, there are shlokas. But Bhagavad Gita has the most. So that way we should have this habit of learning the shlokas. Prabhupada told one should know the shlokas just like one knows the law codes. A lawyer cites a law code, no? BNS or IPC, whatever numbers. So the numbers like that one should be able to quote. Mantra 1 in Ishopanishad, Gita like this. So that we can understand philosophy systematically, we can present also very authoritatively. That's important. So now we are studying this section after the Ishavasya Tattva. See the handbook, the first section of Ishopanishad, mantras 1 to 3. It talked about proprietorship and loss of. So the first 3 verses go on to establish that this creation is very well managed, maintained, controlled. In fact, it goes on to stay pervaded by the Supreme Person, Isha. The name is told as Isha. And how he has made law for staying peacefully, orderly in this world. Then the next mantras, mantra 4 to 8, what do they talk about? Okay, any few words about it? Online also. Yes. Understanding of Supreme Lord's qualities. So before describing qualities, it is also told what is incorrect way to understand him. What is the correct way to understand him? And what are the qualities? Like that it is described. You may recollect that. Anupashyati is the key word there. Now this comes to the next section of Ishopanishad, mantras 9 to 14, close to 6 shlokas. Last time I did tell that the 6 shlokas, they are split into 2 divisions of first 3, next 3. First 3 talk about knowledge, next 3 will talk about worship. The structure in which the shlokas of knowledge are there, the same structure is there in the next 3 shlokas about worship. So if you know the framework of first 3, you actually know even the next 3 also. So that's why it's important. And last time we did discuss about the knowledge, the different types of knowledge. Vidya, avidya. But there is little more detail to it. 3 broad categories of knowledge. Who recollect? Who can recollect? 3 were there, no? Aparavidya. So Mataji is telling avidya, aparavidya, and paravidya. So what is avidya? Tell it loudly, it's okay. You're saying the right thing. Atheistic knowledge. Atheistic means, in simple word, nastika. That's atheistic means nastika. What does that mean? Not believing? Not believing personal form? The word nastika in Sanskrit is not literally atheist in English. There are people who may not believe in God. They believe in Shastras like Vedas. They are called astika. There are people, some set of people who believe in Vedas, but they don't believe in Supreme Person. They are called astikas. Then what is Nastika? Nastika means one who doesn't accept Vedas. Nastika means one who doesn't accept Veda. Now in English, when we say atheist and theist, what is the usual meaning?
One who believes God and doesn't.
One who doesn't believe in God. So that's a very simplistic meaning. But here it's a little more detailed. There could be an astika who doesn't believe in God. who follows Vedas, but he doesn't have Shraddha on God's existence only. There are like that. Many are there. Anyway, we will learn that philosophies as we proceed ahead. So, avidya means atheistic knowledge. Atheistic here means nastika, means not based on Vedas. So it is about what? Matter, material things, about this world. The next type of knowledge is it's based on Vedas. The next 2 categories are based on Vedas. They are theistic knowledge. The first one is material knowledge. Theistic but material knowledge. Aparavidya. Example? Ayurveda, Jyotish, all the different types of sciences, 64 arts, 64 branches of knowledge, 14 branches of knowledge, many are there. And then the third category is Paravidya, which is spiritual knowledge, which is about the world beyond this matter. That is, there are many Upanishads, Puranas, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavata. These are the prime Paravidyas. Now, there was one more type of knowledge. It is not a type, but it's a category we need to know. What is that? False knowledge. Why? What does that mean? False. False means false. Which is not true. Correct. So, why it is told so? People think that is knowledge, but that is not right knowledge. It's a false knowledge. And the effects of such false knowledge is very different. That's why it should be seen in a different category. It is not a factual category. but it should be seen in a different heading. That's why we are seeing it so-called knowledge or false knowledge. Now, if we go to see mantra number 9, I just want one of you to read the translations of mantra 9, mantra 10, mantra 11, only translations. And then we will just do a quick overview and then we'll enter mantra 9. Today we do want to look in an overview, at least these 2 shlokas or 3, third one also. Let us see how much we can do. Can you read first one? Yeah.
Those who engage in the culture of Nicene activities
Yeah.
shall enter into the darkest region of ignorance. Worse still are those engaged in the culture of so-called knowledge.
Yes. So this is mantra number 9. Now next. Mantra number 10. You only read. 1 minute. Let him come.
The wise have explained that one result is derived from the culture of knowledge, and that a different result is obtained from the culture of nescience.
So please note the translations. The first one told, what did the first one tell? Nescient activity means avidya. Okay. By cultivating avidya, one will enter dark region. Andhakara, tamaha. Then by cultivating knowledge, that is vidya, one enters much worse. Means he surely enters darkness, but much deeper darkness. Now mantra 10, what did it just say? One result is derived from culture of knowledge. Knowledge means here vidya. Another result, different result, is obtained from the culture of avidya. Nescience means avidya. So mantra 9 and mantra 10 seem to be contradictory. Are you noticing this? It's important that we notice these differences. Now mantra 11.
Only one who can learn the process of nescience and that of transcendental knowledge side by side can translate the influence of repeated birth and death and enjoy the full blessings of immortality.
So what is told at the end? One should learn nescience and transcendental knowledge side by side, both together, so that he can rise above this world of birth and death and enter and enjoy spiritual world, basically. So if we quickly see, mantra 9 told avidya takes you to darkness, vidya takes you to vidya takes to, according to mantra 9. Don't say according to your. What according to mantra 9? What does the vidya take to? Oh, tell na. See, please do not feel any fear or hesitation. You say whatever you understand. It's important that we discuss and contribute. So avidya takes to darkness, vidya takes to deeper darkness. So both results are same only. Is it not darkness? Darkness and deep darkness. Now mantra 10 told different result. One result is attained by vidya, another result by avidya. So it is apparently looking contradictory. And mantra 11, height. What is this? It is telling whatever it is, you should learn, you should know, cultivate both. Okay. Now, here in each of these verses, the understanding or the meaning of vidya and avidya differ. They are not the same. That is what was the important point we wanted to learn by seeing these different translations. See, in Sanskrit, the words vidya and avidya here, they can mean multiple meanings. Actually, in Sanskrit, the one word can mean multiple meanings, actually, depending on context. and those who are trained in the philosophy, those who live a culture of such Vedic philosophy, they truly understand and give the meanings. Somebody may know Sanskrit language, but still may not be able to get the right meaning. Classic example. People from England, many, came before independence. That was their way in which they captured the whole India. They came, they studied the language, they went on to even give the meanings for the Rig Veda, Puranas, and many. They translated it to English. They taught Indians that same translated, whatever their translations were, and they made Indians feel that your culture, your philosophy is inferior. Huh? They knew the knowledge, they learned the language, but they did not have the right training of philosophy under a guru, and also living in that culture, lifestyle, due to which they ended up making very serious mistakes. Very serious mistakes. Huh? So, one word in Sanskrit can have multiple meanings. For example, there is a word in Sanskrit called Saindhava. Saindhava. Have you heard? Saindhava. What does it mean? Any guess? Correct, huh? Tell only. Sendha, Sendha Namak. Sendha, that comes from Saindhava Namaka, salt. Saindhava also means horse. Horses are famous in the region, those which come from Sindh. Sindh is the Pakistan on that side, Sindhu Nadi. So the horses from that area are very famous. Even Raja Shivaji also had horses from Sindh until recently. So point is, Saindhava has meaning of salt. Saindhava also has the meaning of horse. Now, which meaning we take depends on the context. Someone tells bring Saindhava, and what we bring? Namak or horse? Prepare, I'm going for war now. Get ready, Saindhava. They take horse. Someone who says, Arey, he's eating horse's meat because he told bring Saindhava. This is a corrupt understanding. Getting what we are trying? So people may land up in such serious breach of culture if they don't know the right translations. Like that, many. One of the classic examples in Bhagavad Gita is that the word Atma. The word Atma has many meanings. It can mean body. It can mean mind. It can mean buddhi, intelligence. It surely means soul. There is one verse in Bhagavad Gita. You must have heard, 6th chapter verse. Uddharet atmanatmanam atmanam avasadayet atmaiva hi atmano shatrur atmaiva jitatmanaha. What it means is, you should elevate the Atma with the help of Atma. Otherwise, you will degrade the Atma with the Atma. Atma is the Atma's Shatru. Atma is also the Atma's friend. Literal meaning. But if you see Prabhupada's translation, he gives the exact meaning. Can somebody guess what is the meaning in here? We say, no? Who is friend, who is enemy? Oh, what do we say? What do we give the meaning? Mind, we say. No, example, don't we say mind? Huh? One should elevate oneself by the help of trained mind. Otherwise, one will degrade with the help of that mind. Mind itself is the friend of a soul. There one Atma means soul, another Atma means mind. It can also mean even intelligence also. Mind is the friend of a person, or mind is the enemy of a person. Depends on how it is. See, how subtle things are, is it not? So it's very important to derive the right meanings. And that's where the role of acharyas, gurus is so very important. One should not study Vedas independent of the parampara. So here, avidya and vidya are the important keywords. So these words have different meanings in different shlokas. Huh? So the first shloka, what is the essential thing which the first shloka told in summary? Huh? The first shloka, ninth shloka. Avidya leads to darkness. Vidya leads to deeper darkness. What is the meaning here? Avidya leads to darkness. Means avidya there means the first category of the three types of vidya. What is that? First category. See the chart. We had the chart, no?
Atheistic.
Atheistic knowledge. Atheistic knowledge, which is called actually in the chart as avidya, is the avidya in mantra 9. Now, what is the vidya in mantra 9? Yes. Mantra 9 says avidya leads to darkness, vidya leads to deeper darkness. Means vidya is more dangerous than avidya. Can I say like that? Huh? That's the point. So the vidya in mantra number 9 is referring to which type of knowledge? So-called knowledge.
Materialistic.
Sorry, someone told Hare Krishna.
Materialistic knowledge, so-called materialistic.
Actually, so-called knowledge can even be perceived as spiritual knowledge. We will see that in the purport. False knowledge, which also goes in the name of spiritual knowledge. Okay. So please, my request is have this clarity of these types of knowledge. If you know this, then it opens up the whole next few shlokas. Okay. So mantra 9 essentially told, see, in mantra 9, avidya means what? Am I showing the chart on the? I'm showing it. Okay. The online devotees are able to see the slide.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So
Yeah.
here, essentially, mantra 9 says vidya is more dangerous than avidya. Which, if you just see the blanket statement, you will say, "Arey, kya bol raha hai?" It's wrong. No? How can vidya be dangerous than avidya? But here, vidya means so-called knowledge, false knowledge. Okay. So avidya means what? Nescience, ignorance, godless education. It's clearly understandable that avidya leads to darkness. But vidya here means false knowledge. It looks like it is speaking Veda. It is speaking based on Shastra, but it is false. The first type of such false knowledge is Karmakanda. The second type of such false understanding or knowledge is Mayavad. That's why the below you see the word is used pseudo spiritualist. You understand pseudo? Pseudo means pseudo.
False.
Huh?
False.
False. Pseudo, that's the word adjective told for pseudo means false. So pseudo spiritualist is more dangerous than materialist. False spiritualist is more dangerous than, see the below the line is there. Someone from online can read that line. Worse than material. Can you read? Someone. Yes, Mataji, read.
Worse than materialist is the pseudo spiritualist who misled others with misguided knowledge.
He has misguided knowledge. First of all, he doesn't know the things properly. It's not that he doesn't know fully, he knows it wrongly. I will tell you one simple example. I want to go from here to, say, Hyderabad. There is that highway, airport's highway, which takes to Hyderabad. Now someone says that, no, you go towards this highway NH4, which takes you through Tumkur and Hubli. That's the way to go to Hyderabad. Someone tells me. I don't know. I am new how to go, how to use the roads. I go and then ask, someone says, I know how to go to Hyderabad. Take this road, like this Yashwantpur, this road, you will go to Hyderabad. He very boldly tells it. And I believe him. Yes, I am going Hyderabad. I am going Hyderabad. Where we'll go? We'll go to some other place. This is false knowledge. Thinking that one knows, but he knows it completely ulta. That's more dangerous. It's not just not like, I don't know. I don't know which is the road towards Hyderabad. That is okay. Is it not? You tell, I don't know, Baba. Spiritual knowledge, I don't know. I know matter. I can explain to you matter. Oh, 1 minute. Just hold on. I'll just put charge. So to be aware of what I don't know, in truth, is good. I don't know. But to say something I know and telling them completely wrong, dangerous. Very dangerous. For oneself, and if they are, good luck, if they are the leaders of someone, then what happens to those fellows? So it's a very, very relevant thing which we are reading. So last time we did read some things in the purport. We will continue that. So Prabhupada will first talk about how avidya leads to darkness. Avidya, Nastika Vidya, leads to darkness. Then he will tell about what is this so-called Vidya, which leads to deeper darkness. He will tell next. Okay. Let's go to the verse. I think we had read a little. We had read up till where? Huh? Tell the beginning of this thing. Okay, maybe I'll just quickly summarize. You can pause. I believe I took the 2 sections. This one I have to do, I believe. So-called knowledge I need to do. According to Bhagavad Gita, from there I need to continue if I'm not wrong. Oh, from here. Oh, take. Okay, thank you. So Prabhupada tells in the beginning, this verse gives a comparative study of Vidya and Avidya. But see how he defines Avidya and Vidya. See the next line. Avidya or ignorance is undoubtedly dangerous. Okay. But Vidya or knowledge is even more dangerous when mistaken or misguided. So it's clear. When it is told in this shloka, Vidya, it means mistaken or misguided knowledge. In Prabhupada's words. Okay. So, avidya, I just want to clarify this. In this world, we largely study avidya in schools, colleges. We make a living, we earn our livelihood based on avidya. Is it not? We study whatever stream of education and then we work. It's not based on Vedas. So, it is giving us some benefit. We are using it. We are seeing practically the results of it. At the same time, what is the goal of that knowledge? What does it promise and what does it deliver? And what are the side effects of that? We have to see all this. We are not criticizing here modern science or modern education in the sense that it is completely useless. Even devotees are living based on such knowledge. Is it not? But we need to see here when we are describing avidya is dangerous, undoubtedly dangerous. Prabhupada mentioned. What does that mean? It is not just, we are not just seeing immediate future. We are seeing the larger future, not of myself alone, but for all the people. So in that sense, it is dangerous. We all know how scientific advancement has also brought in so much of calamity, so much of pollution, so much of disturbance in life of people. It has made life faster. It has also made life very disturbed. So many anxieties. They are more prone to bad things. Quick, faster way to get spoiled. And they can easily, they develop such everyone develop such attitude to harm others, become more selfish, to get their ends meet, they're ready to do anything. Is it not? Such kind of attitudes are breeding because of such education. Huh? We may not be immediately able to change, but we need to know what is the fault. So Prabhupada is talking this in 1960s, 1970s. That time itself he is saying all this. And now it has become all the more deep. Is it not? The effects can be so starking actually. So Prabhupada says this mantra of Sri Ishopanishad is more applicable today than at any time in the past. He's telling 1960. Today it is all the more applicable. Is it not? So Prabhupada says modern civilization has advanced, but result is that people are more unhappy, more stressed, because they have missed the spiritual aspect, the essence they have missed. So the last line of it, where we had paused, very important line. Can you read, Mataji, what are you wanting to read? A godless civilization.
A godless civilization died toward the so-called advancement of education is more dangerous than a civilization in which the masses
Of people.
Masses of people are less educated.
So earlier, people were less educated. Today, they are more educated. But they have become more godless. More selfish, more harmful. Like, they used to say, if you give in the hands of monkey very sharp knife, what it will harm? It's already so disturbed, and you equip with all this modern knowledge. It knows how to do destruction, is it not? Today, the world leaders are like that. They are playing, they are so fickle. At the next moment, they will change their words. I'll harm, and they bomb. And so many lives are, you can see that today, is it? You see, earlier they were just less educated. It was good that they were less educated. If such harm, now, so dangerous. So Prabhupada, that's what he's talking here. So next, Prabhupada describes that, I'm going to the next part. From here, we need to continue ahead. So he talks about in this world, the majority of people are looking for material benefits. They are called karmis. Karmis aim for material happiness. Jnanis and yogis, they are little elevated. Jnanis aim for liberation. Yogis also aim for liberation, but they also get some other side benefits of siddhis and all. So Prabhupada says, but today you don't see jnanis and yogis much. What we say is, majority people are only driven about material happiness. Eat, drink, be merry. Whatever it is, work hard, party harder. This. And then enjoy also, hard. With no limits. They don't want any limit, rule, or, they want to try out every other odd thing. Is it not? Why you are saying we should not do? I do that only. And they will face suffer. No, I am free. I am a free speech, free, liberal, all that thing. You're all backward thinking, conservative like that. So, point is, Prabhupada is telling people are all so much engaged in the activities of sense gratification under different names. You see the names, industrialism. You see, I'm just reading this ones. Economic development. Okay, these are all development. One may say we are making good facilities for people. We are getting them more money. they are able to manage their lives well. Is it not? They can send money, they can talk to people, they can do so many things. And then also, it's not just here. People also talk about helping others. Is it not? Altruism, political activism, humanitarianism. Last time also we had seen. But these are all based on satisfaction of senses. It is all based on bodily identification. Last time, if you may recollect, that there are two types of selfishness. One is called immediate. Immediate means I and my body. At max, my immediate people of, say, family or someone. Extended selfishness means I, because I am here, so my city, my country, my planet, this is all because I am the center. Wherever I am, I will consider that whatever belongs to me as very good. I will serve that. Though it looks very, very selfless, but it is still based on body. I am Indian, that's why I consider India is great. I am a human, I am speaking this language, I stay here, that's why this is great. You understand? So this kind of vision is actually because of exclusion of God consciousness. This we had seen earlier. So, as a whole, Bhagavad Gita talks about people who don't cultivate God consciousness in 4 categories. Very famous shloka in Bhagavad Gita. Namam dushkritino mudha prapadyante naradhama. 4 types of people don't surrender to Krishna. Krishna tells, they don't come to me. First type is mudha. Mudha. Mudha means, you know, what is the simple meaning of mood? Foolish. Foolish. Mudha. And then next one is naradhama. Naradhama. Like sometimes we hear narottama. That's positive side. Devotee is called narottama. Naradhama means he has a human body, but he is so degraded. He is for namesake human being.
Lowest mankind.
Lowest of mankind, exact. Then the fourth category, next it's told. Mayaya pahrita jnana asurim bhavamashrita. This is the Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter, 15th shloka. Prabhupada is quoting, I'm just saying the same verse. So the third category is, they are very advanced in knowledge, but because of their bodily identification, they are wrong in their conclusion. They are wrong in their conclusion and goal. Long back, this I had heard long back. People are doing great advancement of studies in such petty things. There was long back, I had heard one of our friends telling that they are doing, PhD on how to make bubbles stay longer. You understand? Soap bubbles. Bubbles stay longer. Why? What is so great about keeping bubbles stay longer? Basically, they want to see that the feel of having bubbles when they bathe, have long bubbles. Like, so you say, sometimes children, they do that, no? Bubble play. So, what this person is doing, he is so advanced in knowledge, but where is he putting his knowledge in? Making bubble stay longer. What direction of life it is? Once Prabhupada was confronted, someone came and told him, he is doing PhD on how grass grows. Very nice. And Prabhupada told, you may do your PhD, but from your PhD, what will come out useful? Just see, cow eats the grass and gives milk. It's better than your PhD. Prabhupada told like this. See, it's not important to have just big knowledge or this thing. What is the utility of that? Even actually, objectively also we can see. Today, what people study, what is the utility? And what they end up doing? I'm not even talking spiritual knowledge. It's completely different. And we cannot even question this, is it not? If we question and we try to do something else, then we are starving. We don't make money, is it not? It's very difficult how the society is made. But one should think. So Prabhupada talks here largely among, there is one more type of, fourth type of those who don't surrender to Krishna. They are Asurim Bhavanashri. See, first one is foolish. He doesn't even think beyond himself. Second one is, he is a human being. He has all the talent and intelligence, but he is lowest among them. Third one is, he has knowledge, but he uses in a wrong conclusion, wrong method. Even spiritually also, people may know Vedas, may know Shastra Parayana and all that. But what is the conclusion? What is their lifestyle? It's very hard to see that connection. They may still have nice PhDs or studies and memorize all the verses and still keep doing their material life, addicted to sin and all that. They don't see the connection, is it not? So, Maya, they are educated in material or spiritual knowledge, but Maya has stolen their knowledge. Stolen means the goal of that knowledge is stolen from them. That's why it's called Mayaya Apahrita Jnana. He's studying. Maya comes and takes away the essence or the sara of that knowledge. Abhi wo padh raha hai, what is he studying? He's just studying the structure and he doesn't know what to do with that knowledge. And the fourth type of person is, he knows material knowledge, spiritual knowledge, the goal of knowledge about God, everything, but he's envious of God. Prabhupada gives the example like Hiranyakashipu and Ravana. They were super pandits. They were actually Brahmanas. Ravana is a Paulastya, is born from Pulastya, Muni. And Hiranyakashipu is from Kashyapa Rishi. They had all Vedic knowledge, spiritual knowledge, all that. Even Hiranyakashipu goes on to tell Atma Jnana to his mother. You may read in Bhagavatam. He goes on to pacify his mother who is crying. Rima, why are you crying? Don't you know body is temporary and soul is permanent? And after that, what he does? He goes and does tapasya. He wants to make his body permanent. He asks no that way. Because he wants to kill Vishnu. You understand? So he has knowledge, but his motive is fully corrupt. So Bhagavad Gita goes on to describe different types of atheists, or all that. You understand? Foolish se leke envious Asuri person. Asuras doesn't mean they have some different eyes and nose and all this. Not necessarily. They may look more nice, sophisticated. So Prabhupada gives very nice example. These examples are very, very important to know. First example Prabhupada says is the example of a cobra. Yeah, I'll show it here. A cobra, a snake, is undoubtedly dangerous. Nobody goes near cobra. They will jump and run away. But there is one thing which makes a cobra attractive if it has this. Music. No. I mean to say cobra get attracted, not that. People may go near a cobra if the cobra has
Money.
very good. Thank you very much. If it has a money. Sometimes they have this jewel, no? On their hood. Like Ananta Shesha. Kaliya had it when Krishna was dancing, that glitter was there around. So very poisonous serpents, they have monies on their hood. Very right. Thank you for answer. So cobra, people know cobra is very dangerous, but still they go near a cobra if the cobra has that jewel. jeweled snake, they call. So this is like avidya is dangerous. But if avidya is shown as very well educated, nice, is that godless education, then it is far more dangerous. Don't think if it, because it has a jewel, it is less poisonous. Is it so? It is at least equally dangerous, is it not? As the snake without jewel. Are you getting this point? Let's read Prabhupada's words. Then it will become better. Someone from online can read this. The advancement of a learning. Read this. Who can
The
read?
advance,
Yes,
okay.
Vedant Prabhu, read here.
The advancement of learning by a godless people is as dangerous as a valuable jewel on the hood of cobra. A cobra decorated with a valuable jewel is more dangerous than one not decorated.
One not decorated. So people may think because of that jewel, people may overlook the danger. They get blinded. But in fact, it is more dangerous. It's told that more poisonous serpents only have this kind of a jewel. That's not. So a materialist who is educated, that's called godless education, is more dangerous than uneducated. Uneducated, he doesn't know anything. So he is not of use. Nobody will go and approach him for knowledge. But imagine, he appears to be educated. He has godless education. People will go, hey, he's doctorate, he's working, he's a great person. He has so many degrees and many things, and may want to hear from him. So that person, because he doesn't have proper vidya, he is in fact more dangerous. So this example should be very, very clear. You will be asked, this example is there in your questions. So it will be told, a cobra with valuable jewel, decorated with valuable. That much only will be asked in the question. Just this much. You have to explain first of all the analogy. A cobra decorated with valuable jewel is more dangerous than not decorated. Similarly, someone can say, similarly,
Educated materialistic are danger than ignorant people.
say again, Mataji, say again, please.
Educated materialistic people are more dangerous than ignorant people.
Advancement of learning by godless people is more dangerous. Yes, as you told rightly, correct. Basically, this is talking about the godless education. Godless education. One more example is told here. Read ahead, Vedant Prabhu.
Yeah. In the Hari Bhakti Shuddhodaya 3:11-12, the advancement of education by a godless people is compared to decorations on a dead body. In India, as in many other countries, some people follow the custom of leading a procession with a decorated dead body for the pleasure of the lamenting relatives. In the same way, modern civilization is a patchwork of activities meant to cover the perpetual miseries of material existence.
See, this last statement is very interesting. What is that? We are saying we are advancing and we will bring a solution to the material miseries. Birth, death, old age. We will solve this. We will make such advancement by which people will no more become old. They will not have any kind of disease. Surely we will try one day to become deathless. So what is being done in that direction? Some patchwork is being done. You understand patchwork? When you cannot really solve, they do patchwork. I think in software there's also patch release is there, no?
Yeah.
Patch. You cannot do a full product release, then they do patch. I think that example is more relatable. Basically, you can't really solve the problem. You make up the problem. You show it. I solved it. I did something. and then you manage it. That's called patchwork. Sometimes when this thing is torn, they put patch. That's called patch. That's the actual meaning of the patchwork. Mothers and all are thick. We'll run the show. Sometime we'll use these things for long. It's called patchwork. So what is this being told? The example is there is a dead body being taken. See there, the example is coming. A dead body being taken, we understand it is dead. But imagine you decorate the dead body. Make it look like living person. Does it bring that body to life? Huh? No. So the example is very interesting. See, these are very amazing examples. Srila Prabhupada's brilliance, these are. Apranasyaiva dehasya mandanam lokaranjanam. From deha, prana has gone. You decorate it mandanasya. It's only for lokaranjana. It's only for pleasing people. Hey, you see, this person was great. Okay. We are showing respect to that person. Okay. We bring big this thing. See, are we against that activity? No. But please understand the meaning. Just by decorating a dead body, the body will not become alive. The body is dead. No? Similarly, the material miseries are there. Without taking to spiritual education, one cannot solve the material miseries. One may do patchwork. We will give you cosmetics. We will give you good pharmaceuticals. We will give you best of the facilities. These are all what? Patchwork. We are made to forget, life is good. But the reality is not going to change. Is it not? So this is an interesting example. So I want to really hear from any of you. Decoration of a dead body. Explain the analogy. This will surely come up. I really want to hear so that this is made across. The learning is made across. Anyone from online or offline, anybody is okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Decoration of dead body. Explain this analogy.
So we cannot, if we decorate a dead body, it is just for lokaranjan. It is of no use because though we decorate it, we can't bring back the life into the body. Similarly, if you go on advancing materially without any spiritual development, it is like we are just doing some patchwork for the existing material problems like Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi.
Very good.
So that's the analogy.
Very good. Thank you. So when we are asked about analogy, please know you have to explain the analogy and then you have to explain the philosophical point, both. If you do only one, you don't get full marks for it. So Mataji just now explained that dead body decorated will not bring it to life. Similarly, material miseries patched up will not solve that. Both points should be made very clear. So that's why what is being talked about is still avidya. It's not yet false knowledge. Please know, the false knowledge will come still ahead. That's another deeper darkness. It will come ahead. But this is all being talked about atheistic knowledge or nastika vidya, ignorance, nascent activity. So Prabhupada talks at the end some very nice statement. Vedanta Prabhu, can you read the aim of real education?
The aim of the real education should be self-realization, realization of the spiritual values of the soul. Any education which does not lead to such realization must be considered avidya or nescience. And to culture such nescience means to go down to the darkest region of ignorance.
So is it clear? Cultivating nescience means what? Avidya. You go to darkest region of ignorance. Future will be more and more miserable, filled with pain and basically suffering. They will be surely in this world only. They will not be. They don't want to, or they don't have any knowledge. They don't have any interest about beyond the world. Actually. So this was all about avidya leads to darkness. That one statement. Now the next part of the shloka is what?
What is the false knowledge leads to?
Deeper darkness. Okay. Now the next part of the shloka will be about the deeper darkness. I want another devotee to take up this. Anyone online? Another devotee, please read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, read.
According to Bhagavad Gita 2.4 to 7.15, mistaken mundane educators are known as Veda Vada Rata and Maya Aparata Jnana. They are also be atheistic demons, the lowest of the men. Those who are Veda
One
Vada.
minute, 1 minute. Now it will go to describe each of the categories. So there are two categories within false knowledge, or so-called knowledge. First type of false knowledge is Vedavada Rata. What is this? We'll see that shloka. Prabhupada is giving the shloka reference. The second one is Mayaya Apahrita Jnana. I think we just read a little about that. We saw Maya Apahrita Jnana means what. So let us see this shloka 2.42. If you have the shloka with you, Bhagavad Gita book with you, please see that. I'm just trying to bring it up on the screen.
Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadante.
Yamimam pushpitam only. I'm just searching for that verse to be shown. I want someone to read the translation of it. Let me put the shloka. Of course, this is so I'm showing the shloka. The translation is actually Prabhupada's translation we want to read. Just a minute. Yeah. So this is the second chapter of Gita where Krishna talks about Nishkama Karma Yoga. He is beginning that. That's called Buddhi Yoga in this chapter. So the shloka is here. 2.42. Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadantya vipaschita Vedavadarata partha nanyadastiti vadina. See the word Vedavadarata comes in this shloka. Okay. Kamatmana swargapara janma karma phala pradam kriya vishesha bahulam bhogaishwarya gatim prati. Okay, please read the translation. Lila Madhuri Prabhu, please read.
Yeah, men of small knowledge are very much attached to the flowery words of the Vedas, which recommend various fruitive activities for elevation to heavenly planets, resultant good birth, power, and so forth. Being desirous of sense gratification and opulent life, they say that there is nothing more than this.
So it's interesting. Prabhupada says men of small knowledge. Their knowledge is very meager. What do they say? They say going to heavens is the highest goal of life. There is nothing beyond this. What one should do? Hey, you do punya. You do pious activities, get punya. Do whatever it takes to do punya. Give, donate, do tapa, do vratas, all that. By which in the next life you will have very good happiness. What is their goal? Sense gratification. Sense gratification. And interestingly, they speak about Veda, they tell many shlokas, they may even practice bhakti. But the goal of their bhakti is to do this. So it is actually false knowledge. Many like that. There is a category of type of bhakti which they do these things actually. So they say that there is nothing more than this. The goal of that spiritual path or Vedic path has become attaining heavens and enjoying. Or next life get more better enjoyment. get the life in a rich family, very best situations, have the most beautiful body, the most opulent facilities, the most wonderful people around who all help me in enjoyment. So this is their definition of highest goal. So Krishna says, Nanyad astiti vadinaha, and such people are men of small knowledge. What are they technically called? Veda Vadarata. They are indulging in Vada. Hare, Rigveda tells this. So, whatever, this type of yajna, this is the goal, this is what is described. They will indulge in Vada. Argue this, that, and all. This Bhagavad Gita and all is not the highest. This is the highest. Shruti, Rigved, Ved, that's highest. So, like this, they are one type of so-called knowledge. Very good. The second type of false knowledge was what?
Deeper darkness.
Apahrita jnana. Krishna speaks that in 7th chapter, 15th verse. So please yourself can see in your phones or in your books of Bhagavad Gita. Just now I told that shlokas, Namam Dushkriti no Mudha. There the word comes Mayaya Apahrita jnana. So Mayaya Apahrita jnana, he is technically called Mayavadi. Because for him, the goal of knowledge is stolen by Maya and it has become Maya. He is studying spiritual knowledge. Yes. They will read Puranas and all. But they will say the goal of spiritual knowledge is to become God. To merge and become God. That's the highest thing. You can become God. I can become God. Just do this spiritual path. So that's Maya Apahrita jnana. In fact, they will make anyone else as God. They will make this Bhagavan, this Amma, this, as God. They will tell all this. And they're also talking a lot from spiritual scriptures. Mayaya Apahrita jnana. So let us read the characteristics of that. Who can read from? Anyone here can read? Please read. Highlighted part you read. Those who are Veda, Vada. Okay. Here you should start.
Those who are
Read this.
mistaken mundane educators are known as Vedavada and Maya.
Apahrita. I'm just put, okay, this is only we have shown. Okay. Yes. Those who are, they may also be
demons, the lowest of men. Those who are Vedavada. Pose themselves very learned in this literature. Unfortunately, they are completely diverted from the purpose of the
Vedas. The purpose of Vedas is not to just take people to heavens or give material happiness. That was an interim goal. Your Jiva wanted happiness. That's why Krishna told, "Okay, I will give you some method." But he gave a method such that there is also knowledge about the misery of this world, temporary nature of this world, and ultimate happiness is in spiritual world. This is all there. But people don't look towards, no, that's not right. This is they will overlook such part of Vedas. They will say we follow Vedas, but what about this Bhagavad Gita? What about even in Rig Veda? There are aspects about spiritual world and the highest absolute truth. It's wrong. We don't believe in that. So they are very selective there. You're understanding? So such type of knowledge is actually diverted from the purpose of Vedas. Where is it told purpose of Vedas is to not go to heavens or have material happiness, to go to spiritual world? It is told in Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada quotes that verse, very famous verse. You know this verse? 15th chapter, 15th verse.
Sarvasya chaham hridi
Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mattah smritir jnanam apohanam cha. Where is it told? You have to mention me the goal of Vedas, purpose. Vedaischa sarver ahamiva vedyo vedanta krit veda videva chaham. So where is it told in this shloka, the purpose of Vedas?
Vedescha sarvam.
Please tell the meaning.
After knowing all the Vedas also, we need to know about Krishna. After knowing all the Vedas, we came across to know that Krishna is everything to us.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Mataji, you want to complete it? You were telling something. The one who answered, Veda is cha sarvai. What's the meaning of that?
From the Vedas, I am the one who is to be known.
Yes. I know all the Vedas. Veda is cha sarve, aham eva vedya. Vedya means the goal. Vedya means the goal of Vedas. And then he says next, Vedanta with. I know the Vedas. I am the goal of Vedas. I know the Vedas. And then next line, what is that? Vedanta Krit.
Veda Videva Chaham.
Vedanta Krit, Veda with. Both are there. Veda with means one who knows. Vedanta Krit means one who wrote. Krit, Kartru. So I wrote Vedas. How did Krishna write Vedas? He told. He wrote Vedas means he wrote, literally. Vyasa is
Vedas
Krishna only, no? He knows Vedas, he is the goal of Vedas, he has written Vedas. So the purpose of Vedas is to know him. So it is clearly told. But these people will not accept that and follow that. No? So there is very interesting feature of them. See, Prabhupada says, ultimate purpose of all the different paths told in Vedas is to bring one to absolute truth, that is devotional service path of devotional service. But these people, they have a different way to work in this world. What do they do? Who was reading? Kalavati Mataji, can you read the highlighted part? Such people, what do they do?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Such people misguide others by misinterpreting the Vedic literature. Sometimes they even condemn the Puranas, which are authentic Vedic explanations for laymen. The Veda Vada Vratas give their own explanations of the Vedas, neglecting the authority of great teachers, acharyas. They also tend to raise some unscrupulous person from among themselves and present him as the leading exponent of Vedic knowledge.
So far what we read, these are the features of their actions. What do they do, Vedavadaratas? First thing we saw is they praise about Swarga, material happiness, all that. Now what else are the activities? Just now read. Please, someone please say from this only. What are all the characteristics of Vedavadara?
They condemn Puranas.
They condemn Puranas. If you say Bhagavad Purana, we don't believe in Puranas. They say we believe in Shrutis. Shrutis are higher. You understand? Sometimes people say this. There is one big society which talks about Shrutis only. They don't accept Gita. They don't accept Bhagavata. They are Vedic. What else?
They make anyone God.
They make anyone into God. Unscrupulous person, they put him as Guru, God. They do such people worship. Anything more? There is one
They
very
misinterpret the Vedas in their own explanations.
They misinterpret the Vedas. Very good. They give their own explanations. They write their own meanings and then say publish books. They become acharyas.
No.
They disrespect the past great teachers. See there it's told. They give their own explanation, neglect authority of great Purva acharyas. Great people who are selfless, who are really wishing benefit for the world. They have given such nice explanations. But these people, what is their lifestyle? We have to see the lifestyle. What is their lifestyle? What is their goal? And they are speaking some bombastic words. So whom we should trust? That's very important. So that is the meaning of this Vedavadara. So Prabhupada says here, they seem to be studying Vedas, but they're ignorant of the purpose of Vedas. Because they have not taken the study of Vedas in the right method. See, Prabhupada says, they disobeyed the acharyas. They are not studying Vedas in the right method. Krishna says, when you have to study Vedas, you should do Tadvithi, Pranipati, Pariprashni. Sevaya. You should approach the right person, do pranipat, pariprashna, seva, then we learn. So such people, they may screw out different meanings, and they may be happy thinking they are, progressing, they know and all, but actually they are going into wrong direction. Huh? They are going towards Mumbai thinking they will go towards Hyderabad. All the best. Is it not? So that is the first category of so-called man. Thank you. I'm happy that you're all holding the flow. Please don't lose the flow. Okay. Now the second category. What is the second category of so-called man? Maya. Yeah. So Prabhupada talks about some of the characteristics of such person. Same devotee can continue reading. The Mayaya Apahrita Jnana.
The Mayaya Aparuta Jnana class of men are self-made gods. Such men think that they themselves are God and that there is no need of worshipping any other god. They will agree to the worship of an ordinary man if he happens to be rich, but they will never worship the personality of Godhead. Such men, unable to recognize their own foolishness, never consider how it is that God can be entrapped by Maya. His own illusory energy, if God were ever entrapped by Maya, Maya would be more powerful than God. Such men say that God is all powerful, but they do not consider that if he is all powerful, there is no possibility of he is being overpowered by Maya. These self made gods cannot answer all these questions very clearly. They are simply satisfied to have become God themselves.
See how Prabhupada writes. They don't answer these questions. They are simply happy. I have become God. I have become. So, what are the features of such people? Please, whatever we read in this paragraph, try to say. Think about it. Please kindly contribute. What are the features of this Maya Apahrita Jnana characteristics? Self-made gods. Who made them God? They themselves declared themselves to be God. They themselves become Acharya or God only. Okay. They don't worship. They say also, don't need to worship. You worship me. That's what it is. Anything more? There are very distinct features are there. Please see them.
They can worship ordinary peoples, but they can't consider Krishna as Supreme Personality of God.
Any normal Tom, Dick and Harry, they will consider any person of this world. But Krishna, Sri Krishna, who showed uncommon activities, they will deride him. This is a very important feature of such Maya Aparata Jnana. They will consider Krishna, Sri Krishna, Bhagavan as normal person. And normal person, they will make him Bhagavan. How foolish they are. They will, whenever Krishna, Sri Krishna comes to this world, they think he is also under Maya. They will put many labels. Arey, you see, he did wrong here. This was his reaction, he did this, that's why he got this. He did all this cunning thing, that's why he's suffering. He will not, many things they will, there are many, n number of things we can talk about such misconceptions. So they say God is entrapped by Maya. Okay, anything more? See, please see this paragraph. They come so emphatically. So they say that God is also entrapped by Maya. Maya is more powerful than God. Actually, the God is impersonal. When he comes to this world, he takes a form like us. But he is under Maya. He is under Gunas. You see, these things. Ultimately, God is impersonal. They say, very nice to hear. So such kind of people cannot answer. If God is trapped by Maya, then Maya is more powerful. So that's why they talk about Maya. Brahma Satyam. Jagat Mithya. That's the only truth. This is all false. This is all false means what? You do anything, that's false. You do sin, you do good, there is no meaning to it. Anyway, this world is false. This is their interpretation. They will end up doing any bad thing. And their justifications, Anyway, this world is false. It's a dream. In a dream, is there any value if you do right or wrong? It's a dream. It's not real. They can justify like this. There are very serious, great sins externally appearing as great spiritual teachers, but they have done very stark sins actually. This Prabhupada says very visibly in his lectures actually. Anyway, so this is the more dangerous aspect. Vidya, here Vidya means false knowledge, is more dangerous than avidya. Avidya is godless, we clearly understand. But Vidya seems to be related to God, but it's all false. False. Beware, beware. Ishopanishad warns us before even explaining the knowledge. Tells beware, be careful, like that. So essentially, we saw in this, but actually this completes here. There could be a lot being discussed. You will learn about it in future again. Essentially, this shloka talked about. In the beginning, Prabhupada told the principle of how false education, false knowledge is more dangerous. And then he talked about avidya leads to darkness. Then vidya leads to deeper darkness. Here vidya means false knowledge. So two types of false knowledge. Vedavadarata, Maya. Like that. Is that clear? Any quick questions? I will take again questions at the end. But if there are any questions related to what we have studied, if there is. At the end, you can ask any question. That's okay. But if there is anything which you could not get in Prabhupada's description. Yes, anyone?
Yeah, this Vedavadarata people, like we also hear in some classes that, when they're doing the yajnas, although for fruitive purpose, in that they chant the names of God, Lord Narayana, Hari, and Krishna, like that. And that will purify them. And also by doing like that repeatedly, they will realize that this is anyway temporary, and then they will start seeking something permanent, like that. We also hear. So is it like it appears to be like a step towards the transcendence?
It was intended to be a step.
Oh, okay.
It was intended to be a step, and people who are they can ascend from there. It's not that one cannot ascend from there, but there is a big trap. In fact, Vedavyasa, he was very dissatisfied after writing all the Vedas down, Puranas down, because he often had encouraged this type of description. What? Pursuing material goals. The path is spiritual. The path is spiritual in the sense they are following Vedas. But the goal of Vedas is what? Become material. Dharma, Artha, Kama. Majorly these were the ones. And if you see what is the Vedavyasa's conclusion, he was what happened at the end. This is described in Bhagavatam, but he was not satisfied. And Narada actually comes and very seriously tells that you have done a great fault. You can see the example in Bhagavatam. There are many examples which come in this. One classic example comes of a Karma Kanda follower is Prachina Barhishat. That is one king who is coming in the dynasty of Dhruva Maharaj. There are many like that. Durga, many examples. I'm just limiting myself to one example. Prachina Barhishat, he meets Narada. Narada himself comes to him. Actually, he doesn't go. Narada himself comes to him. And then Narada gives him the true Vidya. Of course, he begins by telling one nice story of Puranjana, and there is a lot to it. But at the end, he tells this story, actually is your story, who commits a great fault coming to this world and getting lost in pursuit of material happiness and this, that. So Prachina Barhishat was so absorbed in doing Karmakanda activities that every No, one activity is doing, at the end of it, he will again continue the next act. So activity after activity, just it was perpetually he was doing. The goal was what? Material happiness. When he's hearing from Narada, he tells, he's hearing the true Vidya. He tells, my teachers never told me this. I am amazed that Vedas tell this. This is the true goal of Vedas. He says that. We can read that in fourth canto, last part actually, 28, 29. And there are very nice chapters describing that. So it is true that it is a path to ascend. Karmakanda, as we saw in the chart, no? Sometime back we had seen a chart of yoga ladder. You remember? Karmakanda is one of the path. Ahead of it, what was there? Above it? Karma Yoga was there. So Karmakanda is intended to be a path, but jivas are so hooked on to material enjoyment that they don't rise above it. Most of the people get stuck there actually. Veda Vyasa was very broad-minded. He gave everyone a shelter of Veda. And such people, when they get by great, when they're sincere at heart, when they get association of some great soul, they show respect. Oh, here is a sadhu who is coming, I should show respect. Even for material happiness, they show respect. Is it not? They are very cultured people. Yeah? If they happen to come across a devotee, that's a turning point of their life. They show respect, they do serve, then that devotee will bless them. It happened like this for Prachina Barisha, for Ndriga, for many like this. That's a turning point. You're getting? Because they are submitted to Veda, there is a hope for them. But often what will happen? On their own, they will get stuck there. Is this clear, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Clear. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Good question. Hare Krishna. Any one question other than this? Anyone have? Interesting.
Prabhuji, just one question, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, amongst devotees also, if you see, maybe just Sikhism only if you take, they accept the authority till Prabhupada, and afterwards they don't accept the authority. Under which category can we consider them, Prabhuji?
I could not hear your question fully. Can you say again?
In amongst devotees also, Prabhuji, if you see, there are some devotees who accept the authority till Prabhupada only.
Till Prabhupada?
Yeah, they don't accept the authorities after Prabhupada.
You mean to say Ritviks?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. What are Ritviks? He's talking about Ritviks. Actually, Ritvik is actually a soft Mayavad. They say this. Soft Mayavad. There is a description. You may see there are very nice descriptions about Ritvikism and Mayavad. A guru who is not in front, living guru. We think we are having a guru. But guru is someone who corrects a disciple, to whom we go and serve. We seek knowledge. We tell about how we are doing in spiritual life. And we allow ourselves to be corrected and guided. If such a living guru is not there, then we are also falsely thinking, no? It's also a falsity. Is it not? But it is not so. Actually, there is a lot of shades in this practice. If a person becomes too inimical to the current acharyas, current gurus and all, then the future is very, very bleak. They also are heading into this direction. If they have a sincere faith to Srila Prabhupada and they have doubt and about others who are current acharyas, and they happen to come across some true bhakta, they develop faith, they have hope. If they, in that faith to Prabhupada, they read Prabhupada's books. There are many like that who have also come to the right path, actually. Is it not? So the point is, Ritvikism is also a flavor of Mayavad. You can read, there are many books written by Ravindra Swarupa Prabhu. In fact, Parapuja Jaipatak Swami Maharaj has written Ritvik Shatadushani. There's a very nice book. 100 arguments defeating Ritvikism and all like that. Ritvik Mayavad Shatadushani. That's the full name of So that's also a type of. So what will happen to them? They may get some Sukriti because they're worshipping Krishna. They are respecting Prabhupada, but because they are doing aparadha, they also will have great obstacles. Sometimes it can become really great hindrance, taking them to lower future also, darker future also. So essentially here what is being told is Mayavada, Karma Kanda is more dangerous than even Nastikata. Literally to say like that. Mayavada actually takes one to hell because one offends Krishna. He tells Krishna says this, Avajananti mamudha manushim tanumashrita. They do avajananti. They don't know me properly. They wrongly know me, due to which they disrespect me. Avajananti lead to avamananti. Avamana means disrespect. They don't know me. Then what happens? They will go to hell. The description is there even in 16th chapter also about Mayavada. So the future is very dark. In fact, the more they commit aparadhas, it becomes darker and darker. Is that okay, Prabhu? Shyamananda Gopal.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
If we take that, Prabhuji, maybe this Ritvikism is also even, they are more dangerous than actual Mayavadi is also, no, Prabhuji, because maybe they try to misrepresent whole Vaishnavism and then maybe whoever is having faith on actual Vaishnavism also, it will be cut off by this so-called Ritvik philosophy.
Yeah. So the more they indulge in that aparadha, that speaking all that kind of faults, blasphemy and all, it becomes more and more dangerous. If they're only bringing a person to the faith about Krishna, you can say it's a step, but actually it doesn't stop there. There are certain types of Ritviks who they don't have faith on the current acharyas. They don't blaspheme. Such people are called soft Ritviks, but hard to find. But today what we see Ritvikism is all driven by money, prestige. There is hardly philosophy there actually. It's no more philosophy. It's only about getting properties. Is it? Then that's material, is it?
No heart transformation as such, no.
Yes, Prabhu?
And there is no heart transformation as such.
There is no heart transformation. They may just change the Vesha. But they breed more envy. Such kind of thing will not lead. Thank you. That's a nice question actually. Ritvikism and Maya. Okay, we'll go ahead. I'll take again questions if there are any, but now we will take to the next shloka, mantra number 10. Mantra 10, what was it about? Quickly, someone would like to recollect. Mantra 9 told avidya, darkness. Vidya, deeper darkness. Now Vidya, mantra number 10.
Vedic knowledge.
Vedic
knowledge.
No, that's true. But the essential meaning of mantra 10 is avidya gives one result, vidya gives different result. You see the shloka, no? We saw, no? One result is derived from culture of knowledge, another result, different result is derived from culture of vidya. What is this result being told now? Usually, it is understood. It's a famous understanding that vidya leads to light. Knowledge leads to light. Knowledge leads to happiness. This everyone knows, no? Isn't it? So the essential meaning is if one is getting true knowledge, he is becoming good in qualities. And his life is increasing in happiness. That's why they say asatoma sat, tamasoma jyotirgamaya. This is all talking about spiritual knowledge. By spiritual knowledge, the true knowledge, you move from asat to sat, tama andhakara to jyoti, mrityorma mritangamaya, like this. So what is this result? Actually, this result is spoken in terms of qualities. If one is truly pursuing spiritual knowledge, he will, here. I'm just showing a slide here. So in this mantra number 10, avidya means material knowledge. Both aparavidya, both avidya and false knowledge. Whatever discussed in the mantra 9, both of that categories are put under avidya. Is it clear now? Now what is vidya? Vidya means spiritual knowledge. Vidya means spiritual knowledge. Paravidya actually is talking about. So avidya leads to bad qualities. Vidya leads to good qualities. Different result was told, na? Avidya gives one result. Vidya gives different result. What is the result? Qualities. So if one is truly pursuing vidya, he should demonstrate good qualities. It's often told vidya dadati vinayam. There should be vinaya, there should be respect. No, these are qualities. You see how earlier ages vidya was judged. There is one very famous, Prabhupada tells about Chanakya Niti, one very famous shloka about vidya. Matravat paradareshu paradravyeshu lostravat atmavat sarva bhuteshu yaha pashyati sa panditaha. Who is called truly learned or pandita? 3 criteria it's told. They are all qualities, you see. First criteria is matravat paradareshu. Any other woman, if he is a married other than his wife, any other woman he sees as mother, matravat. Paradravyeshu lostravat. Lostra means dirt. Paradravya. Parasati, paradravya. This is so much talked in all the spiritual books. How he sees parasati, paradravya. Paradravya, how he sees, means others' property, dirt. Not interested in it. Garbage. Atmavat sarva bhuteshu. Everyone he sees, others he sees as like himself only. How he treats himself, likewise he treats others. Sahanubhuti, Atma Anubhuti, whatever. So, empathy, whatever you call it in the modern definitions. So, Saha Pashyati, Yaha Pashyati Sa Pandita. Chanakya said. Prabhupada quotes this verse a lot. So, what it means, if one is truly learned, he should develop these qualities. If these qualities are not there, that means we can understand what it is. What is that then? What kind of knowledge is it?
So-called.
So, here so-called knowledge is also avidya, and godless education is also avidya. Okay, material knowledge you can say. So, the shloka says, Anyadevahur vidyaya anyadahur avidyaya iti shushrumadhiranam yenastad vichachakshire. The first 2 lines tell Anyadevahur vidyaya anyadahur avidyaya. From vidya you get one thing, from avidya you get another thing. Who tells this? Who speak like this? Dhira Purushas say like this. Those are truly learned. Iti Shushruma Dhiranam. I have heard like this from Dhiras, his gurus. Yenastad Vichachakshire, because they describe the knowledge truly. Someone from online would like to read? Another devotee who has not read so far? Please. Read, please read.
Translation, Prabhu.
Yes, translation, Prabhu. Yeah.
The wise have explained that one result is derived from the culture of knowledge and that a different result is obtained from the culture of nescience.
So the translation is very clear. The wise have explained, not that I and you tell. Dhiras, the wise people, they have explained it. Now, Prabhupada, in the whole purport, he does these 2 main things. He tells that vidya should give good qualities. What are good qualities? Somebody may say, I consider this as good and I don't consider this as good. You know? No, it's not about I considering, you considering. It should be from Shastras. So Krishna says, if one is truly pursuing Vidya, then he should have these qualities. He tells this in 13th chapter of Gita, very famous list of shlokas. Prabhupada gives the list of those qualities. I will show the shloka just for reference. If you have the Gita book, you can read, see. Amanitvam, Adambitvam, that series of verses, these are. A total of 5 verses. Okay. These are very nice. Even it's very good to even tell to children also what are the good qualities we should develop. Krishna tells all of them in this list of shlokas. Amanitvam, adambhitvam, ahimsa, kshantirarjavam, acharyopasanam, shaucham, sthiryam, atma vinigraha. Like this, there are 5 shlokas. Now, I want to show one interesting line here. Last 2 lines, Krishna says, Etat jnanam iti proktam ajnanam yad atonyatha. Can someone tell what's the meaning? Simple. Etat jnanam iti proktam.
This is knowledge and remaining all.
Whatever I told is knowledge. Krishna is telling. Ajnanam yad atonyatha.
Remaining everything is ajnana.
Apart from this, whatever is there is ajna. So Prabhupada is taking this as a reference. So the list of those qualities is actually the whole shlokas only. The shlokas are just naming the qualities. What are the qualities? See, amanitvam means humility. Adambhitvam, pridelessness. Ahimsa, non-violence. Kshanti, tolerance. So Prabhupada in the Ishopanishad purport, he has given the meanings of this in a way by which we can understand. Actually, when we study this, we request that if you have Bhagavad Gita book, have the shloka next to you, and we will read purport here and match the name of the shloka quality, write it next to it. If you have it, you can do it. Anyway, I will show if possible as much as possible. So here is the first quality. Shamanand Gopal Prabhu, can you read? As advised.
As advised in 13 of the Bhagavad Gita, 13.8-12, one should culture knowledge in the following way. First, one should become a perfect gentleman and learn to give proper
respect to others. So in Bhagavad Gita shloka, this word, this quality is called amanitvam. The shloka, if you have the Bhagavad Gita shloka, I'll show it here. And the English meaning of that quality is defined by Prabhupada as humility. First quality is humility. Amanitvam. So how does Prabhupada define amanitvam? Perfect gentleman. Especially what does he say? Learn to give proper respect to others. Amanitvam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, no? Amanina. Proper respect. The second quality, read ahead.
One should not pose himself as a religionist simply for name and fame.
Somebody please keep checking the shloka and tell me the name of the quality in Sanskrit and English.
Pridelessness.
Pridelessness. Sanskrit it was adambhitvam. So dambha. Darpa, dambha, don't do darpa. What does it mean? Not pose oneself for name and fame. Show off, whatever we call. Krishna says that's not sign of jnana. Third one. Read, Prabhu.
One should not become a source of anxiety to others by the actions of his body by the thoughts of his mind or by his words.
So what is the Sanskrit question and quality in Gita? Can someone please check in your phones? You can have the shloka now. Please try that. Bhagavad Gita 13.8 to 12. Non-violence, true. Ahimsa. Ahimsa means what, Prabhupada? It's not telling don't cut animals. That's not just, that's true. Ahimsa. But what is the real meaning? Don't harm people's body, mind, words. One may be vegetarian, but he's speaking harsh words. He's following himself. According to this definition, see, it's not just about being vegetarian or, not become a source of anxiety by action, by thoughts, or by words. Kaya vacha. Such a beautiful definition. Fourth one, read ahead.
One should learn forbearance even in the face of provocation from others.
What's the quality?
Tolerance.
Shanti.
Tolerance.
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 Shanti. You can even write also in your book. I've written, and that's why I'm just saying. I am not so good in memory. Shanti. Tolerance. Fifth.
One should learn to avoid duplicity in his dealings with others.
What is this? Simplicity. Sanskrit, it's called Arjavam. Sixth.
One should search out a bona fide spiritual master who can lead him gradually to the stage of spiritual realization. And one must submit himself to such a spiritual master, render him service, and ask relevant questions.
What is this?
Acharya.
Bona fide spiritual master. Acharyopasanam. So if one is learned, he should have an Acharya Guru. So out of this, there are around 18 qualities Prabhupada says here. Actually, in Shloka, there are 20. He merges and makes it 18. Out of these 18, 2 are most important. The first important is the entry for others. If one does it, then the next things become practicable. It's like the entry, pravesha. That is this. What is that? Acharyopasana. One accepts a guru and learns from him. Then he starts to understand what is truly amanitvam, adambhitvam. He understands. Then there is one more very important among the 18, which will come later. That is the goal. One is the entry, other is the goal. Know how to enter here and what is the purpose for which we have come here. Is it not? That's important. So the entry point is number 6. Acharyopasana. Now you only have to tell the goal when it comes. Okay? Let's see how many can identify the goal in this. 7th one. Read.
In order to approach the platform of self-realization, one must follow the regulative principles enjoined in the revealed scriptures.
Which is this quality?
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness. Surprising. Cleanliness means what here Prabhupada telling? Following the regulative principle. Shaucha. In Sanskrit, it's the shaucham. Following regulations is cleanliness. Yes. It's not just external, but it's internal. All the regulations are to make us pure in our actions and our thoughts, mind, all that. So that's cleanliness. Yes, next, 8th.
One must be fixed in the tenets of the revealed scriptures.
What is this?
Steadiness.
Steadiness. Fixed in tenets. Sthiryam, the shloka word says. 9th.
One should completely refrain from practices which are detrimental to the interest of self-realization.
What is this?
Self-control.
Say again.
Self-control.
Self-control. Yes. Atma vinigraha. So one should refrain from practices which are detrimental. One knows that this is not going to help me. Pratipulyasya varjanam, which also is told. That is Atma vinigraha, number 9. Next, 10.
One should accept more than
One should not accept, no?
should not accept more than he requires for the maintenance of the body.
What is this? So, renunciation of objects of sense gratification. In the shloka, it is called Indriyartheshu Vairagyam. The word is long. So, Vairagyam is what? Not accept more than one needs. Prabhupada used to say, sense gratification is like salt. In food cooking, salt should be there. No? If more salt, yesterday I put more salt. If you put more salt, you have to add ghee, you have to put some other things, water, and she's calling me believe. So, like this, it should be just to maintain the body. One has to take care of self-preservation. So, that much. Indriyartheshu Vairagya. 11th.
One should not falsely identify himself with the gross material body, nor should one consider those who are related to his body to be his own.
So yes, which quality is this? 11th one.
Absence of false ego.
Absence of false ego. In Sanskrit, it's called anahankara. You can see the word in the shloka. Anahankarame vacha. Next, Prabhu. Maybe Mataji can read. 12th ahead. Yeah.
One should always remember that as long as he has a material body, he must face the miseries of repeated birth, old age, disease, and death. There is no use in making plans to get rid of these miseries of the material body.
Yeah.
The first course is to find out the means by which one may regain his spiritual identity.
Which is the quality in Bhagavad Gita.
These are goal of man.
No, see the translation, no? Prabhupada's translation of Gita.
Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanu darshanam.
Correct. Exactly. You told the word in the shloka. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanu darshanam. This is one quality. To see that this is dukkha, real dukkha is this. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi. Not that today gold has increased, petrol is increasing. My job may put, yeah, that's all misery. We're not denying that. They're temporary. Today this government is there. Hey, today the acha government aa gaya, nice. But real problem is janma mrityu jara. Buddha felt like this and he saw this, is it not? That was a moment of change, transformation. 13th.
One should be attached to more than one should not be attached to more than the necessities of life required for spiritual advancement.
In the shloka translation, what is it? Detachment. So the detachment means what? More than one's necessities, one should not be attached. Detachment is also in the shloka, it's called asakti. Asakti is anasakti. Asakti and anasakti are same. Asakti means attachment. Asakti means detachment. So the real asakti or detachment is not to be attached to more than one's necessity. This is about things. This is about resources. Now the next one, shloka number, the point number 16, not 16.
14.
14. 14 talks about people. So asakti towards things, possessions. Asakti towards relationships. See, detachment doesn't mean hard-hearted. Detachment means not lose focus of one's goal. Responsible yet detached. Krishna talks in Gita this one thing. Be responsible. Don't be irresponsible. Don't be attached. That's the underlying thing of Nishkama Karma Yoga. Anasakta Karma. That's the point. So yes, read 14th, please.
One should not be more attached to wife, children, and home than the revealed scriptures order.
So because Arjuna is being told, it's told about wife. For a woman, it is husband also. So seeing them from a material relationship can become a hindrance. That's why it is told one should not be more attached. Seeing them as our partners in spiritual life, as someone who are like assistants, taking care in that view, it is encouraged. like Ambarish Maharaj did, Pandavas did. But to become attached from a material relationship is a great obstacle. So for both man and woman, the family life could become an obstacle if one sees material vision. So that is 14. In the shloka it is Putra Dara Grahadishu Anabhiswangaha. That's the shloka, this thing. Next, 15th one.
One should not be happy or distressed over desirables and undesirable, knowing that such feelings are just created by the mind.
So please tell in the shloka translation what is this 15th?
Samachitvam.
So in English, what is the translation in English say for the quality in Bhagavad Gita?
Equilibrium.
Equilibrium, yes. So the shloka says Nityam cha samachittatvam. Having equal mindedness towards ishta anishta. Ishta anishtopapattishu. When something we like, anishta means something we don't like. When something liking comes, we become elated. And something anishta comes, not liking, we be so sad. We forget the goal. So the point is, to become happy or sad is natural, but to become overly happy and forget the goal, like Chitraketu, you know the prasanga, Chitraketu, so excited about the child, he forget about otherwise they only killed that child. Is it? Harsha Shoka, he become. So the point is not to be elated or distressed in that sense. 16th.
One should become an unalloyed devotee of the personality of God, Sri Krishna, and serve him with rapt attention.
What is the meaning word in the translation of Gita?
Ananya Yogena Bhakti.
Constant and unalloyed devotional service. Okay, Sanskrit word, what's another devotee on?
Ananya Yogena.
What is it? Maicha Ananya Yogena Bhakti Avyabhicharini. That's the full thing actually. To do Ananya Yoga Avyabhicharini Bhakti towards me. That's in fact, the second most important quality. We were talking now, two important things are there in the list. One is the entry, other is the goal. The entry was what?
Follow the Acharya.
Acharya, very right. The goal is this actually. The goal is 16. Ananya Avyabhicharini Bhakti. 17th.
One should develop a liking for residence in a secluded place with a calm and quiet atmosphere, favorable for spiritual culture, and one should avoid congested places where non-devotees
congregate. So in 17th, there are two qualities clubbed. In the Bhagavad Gita's list, there are two qualities are there which are clubbed into 17th. Please tell them. Yes. So the meaning it says, the Sanskrit word is Vivikta Desha Sevitvam. To like to be Vivikta means secluded. And then Arati Jana Samsadi, not liking to go into Samsadi means bazaar, whatever. We are non-devotees. This does not mean that devotees should stay alone. For devotees, this gives the meaning that in the association of devotees, they should be, and they should not be in the association of non-devotees. Yeah. They are the two qualities. Please notice that. In 18th one, please read.
One should become a scientist or a philosopher and conduct research into spiritual knowledge, recognizing that spiritual knowledge is permanent, whereas material knowledge ends with the death of the body.
This also has two qualities. Anyone noticed?
Spiritual knowledge is permanent. Material knowledge ends.
Yes. So the shloka says, Adhyatma Jnana Nityatva, which in English, what you told, and Tattva Jnanartha Darshanam, the real purpose and meaning of Tattva, to know this, to be a, Prabhupada says, a scientist or philosopher, true philosopher, true scientist, spiritual scientist. One should seek. So that is these are all what? These are all what?
Good qualities. Good qualities.
Good qualities. So Prabhupada says these 18 items combine to form a gradual process by which real knowledge can be developed. We saw no etad jnanam iti prokta ajnanam yat atho anyatha. So thank you. So this is a very nice verse. Actually, we'll study it more when you come to Bhagavad Gita learning than when we in our course. But Prabhupada puts it so well. See, Vidya means one should be developing in these qualities. So that's what Prabhupada says. We'll just read one more paragraph and then we will conclude for today. So Prabhupada says, if one is not cultivating these qualities, what is he cultivating then? Avidya. Avidya. There are many nice bhajans by our acharyas, especially Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is considered a brilliant person. He was an expert, materially and spiritually. He had studied all different types of philosophies. And materially also he was so expert. You know that he was a magistrate, and he was so expert in understanding the world and different branches of knowledge, not only material, spiritual also. And he says, when very, very famous bhajan is there about avidya. He says, Prabhupada says that in a simple meaning here. Vidyara Vaibhava. That's the meaning that's the title of it. Anyway, we will see the reading here. Can you read, Mataji, who are reading, please continue. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Read this.
Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, a great acharya, maintained that all forms of material knowledge are merely external features of the illusionary energy, and that by culturing them, one becomes no better than an ass.
Ass. So Prabhupada says, Jada Vidya, Mayara Vaibhava. Jada Vidya, that is the material knowledge, it is Maya's Vaibhava. And it has made a person into an ass. Why ass is told? Gadha. See, I have become an ass, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling. I am carrying all that knowledge like an ass. Why ass? Ass carries a lot of baggage. How much it is useful for it? Whatever ass carries, how much is useful for ass?
No use.
Nothing of use. It does so much heavy baggage carriage, but nothing is of its use. Similarly, all the material knowledge which one studies and carries ahead and all actually doesn't come to the true use of a soul. And he says this by advancement. Can you read ahead? This same principle, read ahead.
This same principle is found here in Sri Isopanishad. By advancement of material knowledge, modern man is simply being converted into an ass.
So by advancement of, Prabhupada was very bold to say this, that by advancing in material knowledge alone, a person is becoming an ass. Mood. Is towing what is of no use for him. In fact, he's becoming more tired. See, one thing is, okay, it is not of use, I am doing paropkar. But what is your state, Baba? You are tired, you are dissatisfied, you are starving. You are not getting nourishment. And more than that, you are thinking that this will give you nourishment, but that is not of use. Prabhupada also tells about fish out of water and many such examples in the same context. So some people may say, yes, what you are telling is right. We should propagate Vidya properly. But whatever they say is also with selfish goals. Some politicians, some educators, they may come and say, yes. But they really don't, first of all, themselves follow and help in propagating the real knowledge. Prabhupada tells that I had read some materialistic politicians.
Some materialistic politicians in spiritual guise decry the present system of civilization as satanic, But unfortunately, they do not care about the culture of real knowledge as it is described in the Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita.
Thus,
Continue. Thus,
they cannot change the satanic situation.
Satanic situation. You know, satanic. Satan. Satan is a Christian word. In Muslim term, it's called shaitan. And in Sanskrit,
Demon.
Rakshasi. Demonic. So, satanic. Satan. Christ and Satan. God and Satan, they say. Two things are called. God is good and Satan is bad. They are always fighting. Anyway, that's their understanding. Our understanding is different, Vedic understanding. So the point here is, they know that this world currently is satanic, is demoniac, Rakshasi. Because here, what is not of use is being told as education. And following it, person becomes more tired, exhausted, malnourished, and it does everything ulta. In the next paragraph onwards, Prabhupada talks about how avidya breeds bad qualities. It's not just that not having good qualities, okay, theek hai na. No, it becomes counterproductive. Avidya people, how they behave bad will be explained by Prabhupada from the next. So this is important to understand. So sometimes when we come across people in the society, we may say, Prabhuji, they are following material life, but they are so good in behavior. They are so gentle, respectful. But sometimes we see devotees, they behave a little harsh. They speak a little strongly. They don't respect them. Sometimes we see opposite. What is this? How do we understand this? We'll discuss all this in the next. I'll not go to discussion now, because the next part, unless we discuss that, if we enter this discussion, it becomes incomplete. So today, what did we see? Mantra number 10, we have started. The mantra 10 tells, by vidya we get good quality. By avidya we get bad. So avidya here means total nescience, ignorance. This nastika vidya and that false knowledge. Here vidya means spiritual knowledge. So we covered the first part, good qualities. Prabhupada took reference from Bhagavad Gita. How many were there qualities? 18. So these are marks. So in your question, some of them may be asked. Please write some 5 of them. Out of 18, you just need to remember 5. It's good not to remember good qualities. So please, these are very nice list of qualities. Prabhupada, Krishna tells this in Gita in many places. Even in 12th chapter it comes. Later in 18th chapter also it comes. Many places list of qualities do come. That Prabhupada takes the 13th chapter of this thing. Anyway, we will continue the discussion next week, but I do want to discuss, next week we have a different program. Param Pujya Bhakti Prachar Parivrajak Swami Maharaj will be there here. There will be a seminar. So I myself will be attending it. I request others, if you have time, please do attend. It's about holy name, Harinama Chintamani. Very nice topic Maharaj has chosen. And those who can, please do come to temple and attend. The schedule is already out, I believe. The poster is also out. So it is actually at the same time. Saturday noon is the time. So we will have overlapping time. So we will not have at this time. But there is just a check. Can we have at another time in the next week? What time is possible? I am asking. Next possible time, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday morning, afternoon, both times are Maharaj is giving session. Sunday, he is giving actually afternoon at 3 o'clock. I think there is better pause.